The golden light of the African savannah shone through tall grass that swayed with the gentle breeze, hiding the secrets that lurked beneath. A haunting sound broke the stillness. Laughter. But this laughter did not bring joy. It echoed through the open plains with an eerie sharpness, chilling the air as it rose from the throats of 5 hungry predators. A tiny gorilla, no older than a toddler, tore through the grass in blind panic. His tiny feet splashed against the muddy ground. His breath came in short, painful gasps. The world blurred around him, the only clarity being the dread he felt chasing at his heels. The hyenas were closing in, their low growls a cruel chorus of certainty, their eyes locked on the small creature like guided weapons, and their relentless pace betrayed their intent. They would not stop. But this was not how his day had begun. Earlier, under the same sun and sky, life was calm. A family of gorillas lived in harmony beneath the great acacia trees, their lives following the gentle rhythm of nature. High above, a powerful silverback kept vigilant watch over his troop. The young ones played in the soft grass while their mothers gathered food. The baby gorilla, the very one now running for his life, had known only joy. Every insect, every leaf, every rock was an invitation to play. He had stayed close to his mother, as he always did, trailing her steps like a shadow. But then, a flash of color. A butterfly with wings that shimmered in the light appeared before him, floating just out of reach. His mother, busy peeling bark, did not notice when he followed it. What began as a game became an adventure. He followed the butterfly beyond the reach of the trees, past the protective arms of his family. The wind played with the tall grasses, masking the signs of danger that lay hidden. With every step, he drifted deeper into a world unknown. When the butterfly vanished, he found himself at a muddy pool. He squealed with delight, splashing water with his hands. It was a moment of pure innocence. Then the air changed. The stillness was unsettling. The wind fell silent. Birds ceased their songs, and from the tall grass, figures emerged, one by one, hyenas. Their bodies were lean, their movement calculated. They did not rush. Instead, they began to form a circle, closing the space between them and the baby gorilla. Fear gripped him. He turned to run, slipping in the mud, crawling to his feet. He darted back toward the trees, but the distance seemed endless. Behind him, the sound of feet grew louder. The hyenas were faster, more experienced. They moved like a single mind, coordinating each step. As he ran, his lungs screamed, his limbs begged for rest, but he dared not stop. Every heartbeat echoed with terror. The lead hyena surged forward, its mouth wide, teeth glinting, hunger in its eyes. Just inches from ending the chase, something unexpected happened. A roar shattered the air. It came from the side, a sound so commanding and raw that it stopped every creature in its tracks. From the dense brush emerged a lion, magnificent and silent, each step filled with purpose. He did not growl or attack. He simply walked forward and stood between the baby gorilla and the approaching death. The hyenas hesitated. Their snarls quieted. Their eyes shifted. This was not a battle they anticipated. Before they could react, a new sound echoed through the air, heavy, pounding, rhythmic. From the forest came the gorilla family. 4 massive adults burst through the trees, their roars a symphony of fury. Leading them was the silverback, his eyes ablaze with rage. His child was threatened, and that was something he would never allow. Now the predators were the prey. Trapped between 2 forces, a lion of unmatched power and a troop of enraged guardians, the hyenas faltered. For the first time, fear lit their eyes. Their once confident laughter died in their throats, but the story did not end there. Why would a lion, a predator, defend a baby gorilla? Why would it stand against fellow carnivores for the sake of another species? Some experts believe such moments stem from instinct, others from memory, and some even suggest individual animals possess personalities capable of empathy. Perhaps this lion had once lost something precious. Perhaps he saw a reflection of that loss in the trembling figure before him. The standoff continued for only moments, but it felt like hours. The hyenas finally turned. Defeated, they slinked away into the tall grass, their laughter replaced by silence. The baby gorilla stared up at the lion, then at his approaching family. His mother scooped him into her arms, tears of relief shimmering in her eyes. The silverback stepped forward not to threaten the lion, but to acknowledge him. They exchanged a look. No words. Just a shared moment between two leaders, one of the plains, one of the forest. The lion blinked once, slowly, then turned and walked away. What followed were scenes of recovery, of reunion, of healing. The gorilla family gathered around their youngest member, comforting him, watching over him even more closely in the days that followed. But this event rippled beyond that one moment. The lion's actions stirred the attention of other animals. Stories spread among the creatures of the savannah, of a lion who broke instinct and chose to protect. Birds whispered of it from treetops, elephants rumbled about it in their migrations. Even the predators took notice. Some dismissed it as myth, others saw it as a sign that change was possible. In the weeks that followed, the gorilla family relocated closer to the water, always alert, but more united than ever. The baby, once carefree, now watched the world with wiser eyes. He never again strayed far, but he also never forgot the lion's roar. He would often look toward the horizon, toward the open plains, as if waiting for the return of his mysterious protector. And sometimes, on distant evenings, a roar would echo faintly through the wind. The silverback would pause. The baby would lift his head. And for a fleeting moment, the bond between species, forged in terror and sealed in courage, would be felt again. The story of that day became legend, passed from one generation to the next, not just because of the danger, but because of the unexpected mercy. Because in a world built on survival, one lion showed the heart of something greater, and that changed everything. If this story moved you, you will not believe what happened when a lone elephant stood between a cheetah and an antelope calf. Click now to witness another tale of instinct, courage, and heart in the wild.